How much is your self-confidence worth? Because if we can equate it to a dollar amount, if we're not investing adequately in our self-confidence, then we're slowly losing self-confidence. That's my argument. So it's important to discuss the cost or the worth, the dollar amount of our self-confidence. Now, let's go over the cost of low self-confidence. The costs of low self-confidence include, but are not limited to, Julio, stress, anxiety, physical and mental illness, lost happiness, lost relationships, lost profits, lost business, lost career opportunities. Today, or this week, how much is your self-confidence worth? You know what I'm saying? Everything costs in the life we live. Some things don't cost us that much. Other things cost us a whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
What up, boo?
what's good with you?
Ain't coolin', bro.
Woo!
How's your weekend?
It was good. Had a good weekend. We had the Final Four here and where am I at? Houston. Yeah,
What?
because they had the women's Final Four was in Dallas, but the
Oh,
men's Final Four
basketball.
was, yeah. So we had the Final Four, and they had like a fanfare fest.
That's just unfair, bro.
What's that?
You got the soul glow at a young age, bro. You cheating, bro.
Man. Yeah, man. So yeah, we did that. That was fun. And the kids ate that up. And then yesterday, we did brought my son to a birthday party. It was at like an airport.
Okay.
Like a hangar, a plane hangar. And so it was real dope. Dude had like 4 planes in this hangar. You look at my in some of my reels, you'll see one of them was like this spy plane. Took like 20 years to build. That mug was so clean. Like the propeller was like wood grain. It was clean. It was I've never seen any planes like the ones that I seen there. And then my son got to go on a ride. Yeah, so he took his first flight that he remembers. And yeah, it was cool. He got to do the controls and all that.
Yeah. So you was at a real deal 007 game sequence. That's fire.
Oh yes. So the party theme was what's that movie with Tom Cruise? Top Gun. Yeah, Top Gun was the thing.
That's fire.
And of course, you know, we was the pepper, the little sprinkle of pepper in the sea of salt, you know.
Hey man, I'm excited today, bro, because I just got some more clarity, and clarity is always good.
Yes. You were talking about the cost of low confidence.
Yeah, man. So today, like, because I'm a coach, confidence coach, I have to itemize and help people understand why confidence is so important. So I went to an event yesterday, which is pretty cool, a business mixer, from a dude that I had met at my previous event with Dame Dash and 19 Keys. And it was dope, just mix and mingle and, you know, be me. And what was so awesome was when people aren't as confident as I am, right? I kind of just can tell by conversation because my swag is just like too much. And so it's funny because some people don't know that they're lacking confidence, but they're confident, right? And so the tip was like, yeah, you know, whoop de whoop. I don't really need confidence, but I want to take out some clothes. And with me, I look at her prices. Her prices are pretty cool, you know. I ain't gonna say her business, cause I ain't gonna do that. But her prices are cool. But I'm like, I had to ask myself, like, okay, confidence can mean different things to different people. Maybe her price is a price that she wants, and she don't want to go no higher. But to me, I feel like, I guess my premium lifestyle mind, I feel like everybody should have different tiers to cater to different people.
Okay.
If her niche is a certain market, I can't blame her.
That's true.
So
like, just like that's like Shaq versus Jordan with the
Yeah,
shoes.
exactly. And I really had to like remind myself, like, nah, bro, this is how you would do in
Yeah,
her
it's your
business.
brand.
You know what I'm saying? And so I then had to do some homework. So today I was listening about coaching and prices and my business model, and I want to do 500 per month. And I understand now that I had to realize who I'm targeting. So my clothing brand is targeted to people that make 6 figures or more, and my coaching business is designed for people that make 6 figures or less. So if that's the case, I need to give $500 a month value to people, 75% off at $125 a month.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel really good about that because it's affordable. I think to myself, here's I got 125. You ready? 125 is the amount of money I make at my second job after taxes per day.
Okay.
Right.
125
So
is about what I would spend to take the family out to eat one time.
Okay. And what was so cool was this. Here's what made it dope. Because everything is a social experiment. Everything is a social experiment. And so I took pride in asking my coworker, who's a DJ, I said, man, who do you respect in your industry? He said, man, somebody I don't know his name is cool. Well, let's say DJ Famous is willing to teach people to bring them to his level. How much are you willing to pay per month to get game from DJ Famous, right? I said, $500, $100, $50. He said, man, I'm cool with 150. I was like, perfect. I'll do 125.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like 125 it is, and I just deliver $500 of value per month. And then I got to another position because I was debating,
So,
like, man,
I have a question.
Talk to
On
me.
how do you determine what makes the coaching a value of $500? You know what I mean? Like, what
Yeah.
services are provided that leads you to that number as far as value? Because I know how you got your price, but how do you get the value? Like, this is what it's worth. Like, is it saying like this will add $500 to your life per month because of all of the patches that you're putting on your vessel that's leaking out confidence, that could be leaking out resources, that could be leaking out potential people to collaborate with because they don't trust that you can deliver. Like, how do you determine that $500? Why isn't it 1,000?
So
What would make it 1,000 value?
here's the bunny trail.
Okay.
The bunny trail is I did a cool thing last year. Because with your phone, talking to your phone, so much stuff happens. And so last year, well, 2021 actually, I was talking to my phone and this ad popped up, and it was this dude Dan Henry about digital marketing, and the book was free. You just pay $20, and I went back and forth about it, knowing I was gonna buy it. It just a matter of time how long I was gonna wait before I bought it, really, because I know if I think about it, I'm probably gonna buy it. It's $20, right?
Yeah.
And what was so interesting was after that, it kind of became like this normal thing for me to see things that I was talking about, you know, around my phone. So I ended up seeing this ad for Billie Jean. Now, Billie Jean is a year older than me. Billie Jean marketing is, I think, 34. And it was his birthday, whatever year that was, might have been 30, might have been a year ago or 2 years ago. And it was his birthday. He was doing this sale for his birthday, and it was a flash drive full of conversations that he had with millionaires. And he was selling it for $8. Then when I went back the next day, it was $12. Then I was like, you know what, bro? I'm like, come on, my nigga, like, listen to yourself. You know, don't be stupid now. And so I bought in at like 13. And the flash drive had these conversations with millionaires. I think it was 34 millionaires that he interviewed for his birthday, and it was like a downloadable file. You can listen to it person by person or all one swoop. So with me being at work, it was all one swoop. Got my headphones in. I'm tuned in. And because I discovered I've been a confidence coach my entire life, right? The business model that stuck out the most to me was $2,500 for 3 months. Just need 10 people, right? That's a quarter per quarter. right?
Okay.
Because I want to get to 100,000. That was my whole point. Like, man, okay,
Okay.
cool. My goal is, so my original goal, because I've always known that there are 1,440 minutes in a day. So in my mind, I believe every individual should make $1 a minute, right?
Okay.
That would be $43,200 per month, right?
Okay.
A little under a little under or over half a million per year. And what was so profound was I was able to infect my coworkers with this idea, so much so that first off, I was at a job where I could scream and be loud. That's personal. I love that. But what's even funnier was I've learned since college my personality is infectious. And so by me screaming out this, you know what I'm saying, 40,000, you know what I'm saying, 40,000, 40,000, every
Yeah.
response to everybody's questions for a 12-hour shift, I'm saying 40,000, man. It must be that 40,000 I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was my number. I said, man, okay, cool. That's my number that's my ticket for freedom to add value
Okay.
to more people. Let me at least make 10,000. So if I make at least 10,000, now I'm saying I can make 100,000, right? And
Yeah.
so hearing that in the Billie Jean file, I'm like, man, 100,000, I can do that. So now I'm okay, 2,500. I went through a series of stresses and, back and forth with myself, and I rested on 500 because 2 weeks ago I put in Google confidence coaching, and it said
Okay.
between 500 and like I think 20,000. It's a crazy number. Now
Okay.
I know I've been going to luxury department stores for the past almost a year. Well, maybe no. Now it's a year. Every other week I go to a luxury department store. You know what I'm saying? Chain, and I try on all the expensive stuff. You know what I'm saying? I go to Dior, try everything on. Go on Gucci, try everything on. Go on Versace, say to my friends, try everything on. You know what I'm saying? Burberry, try everything on. And I do that because I need to see what my competition is, and I need my market to understand that I'm on the low end. So it should be nothing to spend with me. $3,100 jacket from Dior ain't trumping a $2,000 long coat from Truly. It just ain't. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Fendi, Fendi has these expensive fur coats that they sell tens of thousands of dollars, right? There's another brand that has a $60,000 coat. Now, these brands only put that price tag on it because of the fur. But to a hood
Okay.
nigga like me, it's like, bruh, my shit way more than that. But it costs less. So my $20,000, you know what I'm saying, Guru garment, price up to those is cheap. My jacket for 2 bands in a Dior store is cheap. My
Okay.
$900 bomber jacket, right? In the Versace store is cheap because Versace gonna want 2,000. They gonna want 995. I just want 900. So I sit in these markets at the low end because
Yeah.
I can offer more value and it's more appreciated, right? I want to
Yeah.
give game and be appreciated. I want to give game and be saturated.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? My experiences, dog. I've talked to people so much, they would be like, "Hey, bro, I can't. Not right now, bro. I can't. Like, hey, dog, I got a lot going on. I don't need motivation right now, bro. I'm going through it. Okay. Family members, hey, bro. Okay, bro, just take a break for like 5 minutes and don't talk, dog. You've been talking my ears off for the past 3 hours, right? And so psychologically, I've come to a point where, you know what? I need to meet the people that deserve to hear my swag where they are because people have met me where I was and delivered the content that I needed. And
Mm-hmm.
so to be in the luxury markets on the low end and give the most value, I can only equate that in the coaching space. If Google is telling me the bottom of the barrel is a minimum of 500, it's really lower than
Yeah.
that. But for what I'm going for is 500. I want to offer that much value, right? Now, the 125 just so happens to be right around what I make weekly at this job. Now, what's funny is this. In California, I've taken, first off, the average job in California is $29, right? Now, one
Okay.
job is 30, one job is 20, right?
Okay.
Plus all the other businesses and me door dashing, I'm right around 9,600 pre-tax, $10,000 a month, right? Now,
Okay.
what's so dope is this. I'm taking my lowest ticket job, which is somewhere around 650, 644 a week, and basing this coaching model off of that. Because I had to realize, wait a minute, dog, if I'm at these jobs and I'm talking to people, this is my audience. This is my avatar.
Yeah. Okay.
A W-2 worker that wants to better their confidence and improve their quality of life. Now, they're not making six figures. They're not cultured. They're not in the way that I'm cultured. They're not exposed to millionaires and multimillionaires and nine-figure earners. So I have to be palatable to their reality. And me being from where I'm from, I can't go in here and be like, man, but I got Jack 20K. Whatever, nigga. Right? I might buy your swag for $90. I might. And so yeah, in so many words, 125, you know what I'm saying? 125 is a fraction of 500. So my goal is to give the most value, you know, give premium at a discount to my people because, you know, everybody can't afford a premium lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And these people I want to help the most because only 15%, 15.7% make more than six figures. Make six figures or more, excuse me. Right? Which means 85.3, everybody else, 14.7 make more than six figures. 85.3 make less than six figures. So off the muscle, 85% roughly of my audience, right, don't make six figures. So six-figure confidence is primarily for those that aren't making six figures. And again, it's for the W-2 worker that is looking to better their confidence and improve the quality of life. You know what I'm saying? What's the price of your self-confidence? That's a phrase for this week because I need us to understand we spend so much money on things that aren't improving our confidence. The cost of self-confidence, what we're willing to pay, for self-confidence should at least be something we're already paying for other areas in our life. That's my example. I spent $500 on DoorDash in a week. Not even trying to. You know what I'm saying? Which birthed me to invest in crypto and commit to dollar cost averaging in my investments. But yeah, $500 premium value, you know what I'm saying, which is the low end. I want to thank everybody for tuning in for some more confident conversations. Truly.